Once there was a wise elderly man who spent his days just outside his village, sitting under the shady tree where he would think. One day, a traveler came up to him and said, "Old man, I have traveled so far. I have seen many things and met many people. Can you tell me, if I go into this village, what kind of people I will meet there?" The old man replied, "Yes, I would be happy to tell you. But first, tell me what kind of people you have met in your travel so far." The traveler responded, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I have met the most awful people. People who are selfish and unkind to strangers. People who don't care for themselves or one another. I have met foolish young people I could learn nothing from, and old people whose lack of hope depresses everyone they meet." As the traveler spoke, a look of sadness grew in the wise man's eyes as he nodded in a knowing way. "Yes," he said, "I believe I know exactly the kind of people to speak of. And I'm sorry to tell you, but if you go into my village, I'm afraid that is exactly the kind of people you will meet." "I knew it," the traveler scoffed. "It's always the same." He kicked the dirt under his feet and stormed off down the road, without even bothering to stop in the village. A few hours later, another traveler came upon the wise man. "Kind sir," he said, "I have traveled far. I have seen many things and met many people. Can you tell me, if I go into this village, what kind of people will I meet?" The wise man replied, "Just I would be happy to tell you. But first, tell me what kind of people you have met in your travels so far." The traveler responded, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I have met the most amazing people. People who are kind and generous to strangers. People who care for one another like family. I have met young people with wisdom beyond the years. And I have met all the people with the useful passions for life that brings joys to everyone they meet. And I have learned much from all of them." As the traveler spoke, the wise man smiled brightly as he nodded in a knowing way. "Yes," he said, "I believed I know exactly the kind of people you speak of. And I am happy to tell you, if you go into my village, I'm certain this is exactly the kind of people you will meet." "Come down," said a traveler, "and introduce me to them." The lesson, of course, is that what we see in people determines, in large parts, by what we expect to find. So when you go back to your office tomorrow to work, with your direct reports, your business partners, your boss, look for in them the traits you would most like to see. And this is exactly what you will find.